So there was some Louisiana state troopers that was caught joking in a group text about beating a brother after a high-speed chase in May of 2020, according to some new court documents. So Trooper Jacob Brown, 30 years old, who was charged with the beating of 29-year-old Antonio Harris, he had resigned March the 10th. I say after Brown sent messages to 3 of his colleagues in a group text after Harris was beaten and arrested. In one of the messages, the troopers joked that whooping that Harris got would have made him have nightmares for a long time. He said he gonna be sore tomorrow for sure. He said, warms my heart knowing that we could educate that young man. You know, they are cowards. Let me tell you that. They are so much cowards. That's the only time they can really get with a black man. They have to have more than one of them, or they got to have a weapon. Every time one-on-one, they always good night Irene. Every time. So they said the brother was pulled over for a minor traffic violation in Richland Parish interstate. He said he got back in his car and drove away because he felt danger from these white supremacists. He said the chase lasted about 29 miles and reached speeds up to 150 miles an hour, and said the pursuit came to an end after deputies used a tire deflation device to cause Harris to veer off of the road in the ditch. He said immediately Harris surrendered. They say, and the officers responded with using excessive force. He said Harris laid on the ground prone. He said, and extended his arms away from his body and legs spread apart. They said Trooper Dakota DeMoss, who delivered a knee strike and slapped him before he shut off his body camera. Okay. Now, I always said that they should never have the ability to shut off that body camera except when they use the restroom or they're on their lunch break. Other than that, they have to can't keep that thing on at all times, or they should be fired and criminally prosecuted. Now, they said their Louisiana State Police investigation found that Harris did not resist arrest at any time, and even as Trooper George Harper struck him several times with a flashlight while Brown pulled his hair. They said the troopers produced false reports about the incident and said Harris resisted arrest and tried to flee. They said the troopers also tried to cover up the fact that the body cam footage of the beating. So they said over 14 messages, the men joked and bragged about the beating. You know, like I say, that's a sucker. Oh man, these dudes are so much a sucker, man. That's why I say I don't respect them dudes, man. I ain't got no respect. You know, that's cowardice. You'll sit there and jump somebody. That's basically handcuffed. He's talking about he bet he won't run again from a full-grown bear. The other guy said bet he won't even cross into Louisiana anymore. Now this is from people people in Louisiana pay tax dollars to. You're paying for your oppression. So another one says he going to spread that word. That's for sure. Okay. Now it said both DeMoss and Harper has been charged over the beating. Brown also faces connection with 2 other arrests on matters related to use of force. He's been charged in the 2019 in July arrest of a black man on drug charges following a traffic stop. It said body cam footage of the arrest captured the physical abuse the man endured as Brown worked with another trooper. And I said battery and charges were filed against Brown in May 2019 arrest of Aaron Bowman, who he claimed suffered broken ribs as a result of the beating with a flashlight in the driveway of his home. You know, and black folks get nervous about that. You get pulled over and all of a sudden you see 3-4 cop cars come up. You're like, man, what the hell are they about to do? You know what I'm saying? That's why black folks have been just running away, because they said, man, I'll just take my chances. I said Bowman also filed a civil suit over the beating, and he was at a news conference in the steps of the Louisiana State Capitol on December the 14th. He said, every time I get ready to speak, he said he would hit me with the flashlight. He said, it tears me down when I talk about it. That's what Brother said. He said, it's like I'm reliving that moment again. He said, you know, and I still have sharp pains in my head from that. Man, that is crazy. Now, I say Louisiana State Police were also involved in a high-speed chase that preceded the death of 49-year-old Ronald Green in 2019. Now, police claim Green died from injuries he sustained in a car crash at a tree at the end of the chase. He said, but his family disputed this, pointing out the minimal damage that was done to the vehicle. They said footage of that incident was made public earlier this month, shows Master Trooper Corey York dragging Green on his stomach, you know, by leg shackles. Now, York was suspended without pay for 50 hours that month. I told y'all, Louisiana, I know they got issues in Texas too, but that Louisiana is a white supremacist conclave. I just know that by going over there. That's why I'm like, man, I don't like that. Louisiana got some of the best food in the world, don't get me wrong. But them certain places in Louisiana, you gotta watch yourself. Cause you have the most ignorant of the ignorant in Louisiana. Black folks know what I'm talking about that live over there. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And I just can't be around them kind of Mzungus. I can't be around them. I can't. No. There's only a certain kind I can be around. But I can't be around them. Nope. Now the ones that got a little money, the ones that got something going on for themselves, they're not going to engage you like that. But them, and most of them that's doing that is broke, part of the Proud Boys, any kind of white supremacist organization. That's all they got is hate. That's all they got. They have nothing else. They're cowards. And this is why the whole world's crumbling underneath them. This is why America is going through a fundamental change. And they don't know what to do. They're losing their mind about how quick it's changing on them. And I'm glad it's changing, because the way it was before was nothing but oppressive endeavorment. But leave me a comment. Let me just think about this particular story. Like I said, these brothers go through it with these white supremacists. They really do. And but you got to be careful, because your day gonna come too. How would you feel if the day comes and now you the one getting beat up on the side of the road? You wouldn't like that.